welcome to yet another side episode. Because by the time you see this, you'll have see, or the reaction video will be out, so side video. But I'm Ryker, DM here. I've also got Jack here. Say hi.
What's poppin', y'all?
This is gonna be the start of a new mini series that's gonna be going up on the channel for anyone who wants to look back at the characters and get a reminder of either who they are, what they look like, etc., etc., etc. Because I know in some of the episodes, our editor Xavier either forgot or just didn't want to put up pictures of XYZ characters. So we're gonna start with our current group.
The group that we're all basically all
play
the
with.
episodes that we already have recorded, everyone's in there.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
we'll start out with Yoska.
Yeah. So
Austin, make sure you put up a picture
yes, I know.
for everyone.
This is what Yoska looks like. BAM! But Yoska is, as you can clearly see, a satyr. Think the Greek mythology.
Looks like an ogre.
Kinda, yeah. As far as we know, as far as I know, most of her backstory is just she was found by Thea, which we'll be talking about Thea in the next episode. So, found by Thea after her town burned down. Her and her wife have a grudge against short people, hence why she hates on Alton so much. And her wife was part of one of the one-shots that should be coming up. The one that Xavier DM'd. I don't know if that'll be out by the time this goes out. It'll be titled episode 15 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's more or less her. She's kind of... Jack, why don't you give us a description of what her character is like?
Racist, bipolar, stupid, ignorant. That's about it. Honestly.
Kind of spot on.
She's... Okay, so if I could just give her a definition, she's literally just our friend Joe in a nutshell.
No offense, Joe, if you're listening to this.
Honestly. It's just not really unique. More just you role-playing yourself as a girl that's lesbian.
Yeah.
So, kinda can't really give you much credit there.
But with her out of the way,
Probably go to Midget Man, Alton.
since we mentioned,
Speak.
yeah, I speak, mentioned him earlier, we're gonna go to Alton, Midget, Shorty, fucking, he's a halfling, right? Yeah. He's got sort of a, Scottish accent? Am I right there? Or is it?
Kinda.
Yeah.
You guys notice his accent in the episodes.
Yeah. He likes smoking, whether it be weed or just pipe weed. Shut up, phone. He's interesting. He likes to keep to himself.
More that person that gets annoyed a lot, angry, all that sort of stuff, especially Yoska and sometimes Kanani as well. Everyone else he's mostly chill with as long as they don't really upset him about his height or anything like that.
More or less.
Very big temper if that comes to happen, but sometimes it does. He can go feral, which is part of one of the episodes in which you haven't watched. Recommend watching it. And it is, I forgot which episode, but it's where Alton goes feral. That's the title. Basically what happens there is just he basically just gets the power to become feral.
Yeah, the Fear of the Hunt kind of just said, alright, this one, I want this one. And that's kind of history. His backstory, his house burned down because a couple of his friends found a gauntlet of fire. If the episode hasn't come out yet, I'm not going to reveal that, or where that gauntlet came from. But needless to say, it ties back into one of our other characters. and his dog burned down. Or not. His dog.
His dog burned down.
His dog burned in the house, and is now his familiar. He also, what kind of instrument did he play? Was it the flute? Pan flute?
I think so.
I think it's the pan flute. But yeah, that's Alton.
Next, we'll go to Eltis.
Why don't you take this one, Jack, since I've done the last two, more or less.
I mean, you're the DM, so you know a hell of a lot more of these characters than me because they talk about it to you.
Okay, you got me there.
So, I'm just here to add more tidbits to them.
Yeah, fair enough. Eltis, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is a warlock. Oh yeah, Alton is a ranger. Yoska is a bard. Forgot to mention that. Eltis is a warlock, if I'm not mistaken. He's either a wizard or a warlock, one of those two.
He's a warlock.
Okay. And his character is someone who is very caring, and he cares a lot about like innocent people and like saving people and all that good stuff, like typical knight in shining armor sort of stuff. For whatever reason, he also cares about things being nice and tidy. Think back to episode 15, the one that just got released, or should be released, where he met Nito and Nargle, and he basically eventually have fucking organized their entire shop for them. Anything else you want to add on Eltis?
He more relies on basically. Okay, so if I could describe Eltis in my own way, as role playing with him, he is definitely that character which he does care a lot about people. He will do whatever it takes to save others, even if it does get himself killed. He's more of that guy that definitely does the right thing, and more or less just is a pretty
good
guy.
person.
Yeah.
Knight in shining armor.
Yeah. Does have flaws, somewhat too. He's getting into the wrong kind of fight. If it's gonna kill him, for example, if for some reason some person like terrorized the town or something, and he wanted to protect the people, and this person was overpowered, that wouldn't really work out too well.
That episode has not come out yet.
Why do you expect I'm saying this person and not the actual name of this person?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Anyways, if you have nothing else to add, then let's move forward to the next character.
Let's do Konami.
Alright,
Jack,
so...
take it away.
No, I don't know much about Konami.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, so...
Bam, that's Konami.
Okay.
For my editing self, put it up on screen.
Okay. Anyways. Alright, so Konami, person I play, her full name's Kanani Okanami. She is a monk, which is a pretty good class, not gonna lie. So basically she is heavily in this plot, in this story.
One of the main characters.
Basically, in which she's been alive for who knows how long, even before the freaking Groa in the war and whatnot.
We'll get to Groa later.
Yeah, but she's been around for a hell of a while. She fought in the war with Groa. She's in the last campaign that we did. She killed Groa with the old group, which we'll begin to the old group as well.
Next episode.
And also, now she's in the new group, so she's kind of just been here for the whole entire time. And she kind of hates her life now, because she's been alive for all this time and not seen like anything change. It's just war. Like war never changes.
You forgot to say in the old group she was a familiar.
Oh yeah. It's still Kanani though, but like as a familiar.
Yeah.
So basically, Kanani's like that person that kind of same thing as Eltis, wants to do the right thing. More on the stupider side, where she's kind of just dumb. Smarter than Goat Lady, I can tell you that much, which is Yoska.
Yeah.
But she's still dumb, not gonna lie. She doesn't really get hints too well, and she definitely does not know how to keep her mouth shut when it's needed, or when people want her to.
Yeah.
But either or, she always tries to do the right thing. She might be dumb in IQ levels, but in battle IQ, she is smart as fuck with that. Kind of like how Goku is. He's dumb, but he's smart in battle IQ. So kind of like that. So that's basically it about Kanani. If you guys want to know more, I mean, like, you guys can just comment if you want. I have a lot more fun facts that I could say, but it's also going to be more revealed in the later episodes, or maybe even a one-shot. Who knows? A lot of interesting shit about Kanani.
Yeah. And with that being said, I guess the other main group character is my character, Cessner.
No, it should be Ryker.
He's not a main group character.
He technically isn't in our group.
He's not really.
He kind of is. He lives in the cave.
Yeah, but he doesn't travel with you guys.
He takes us there.
Okay, fine. So, well, we're gonna start with Cessner anyways.
Okay.
Cessner, he's basically... Okay, here's what it looks like. Bam.
No.
Okay, let me take that down real quick.
Yeah, take it down, and now you can put it
Oh, okay, got you. But back on screen.
Yep. And I'll make it go in a circle. And put a mustache on it.
That's Cessner. He's also
Put a sombrero on.
Shut the fuck up. He's also a main character.
Editor, you're dumb if you don't put this up.
He's also a main character.
stupid.
Shut up, Jack.
You better not say anything.
Hey, future editing Ryker here. The picture you're seeing of Cessner right now is a version of Cessner from episode 21 and onward. He got a little bit of a redesign. So just keep that in mind. He does not look like this always. This is what he looks like from episode 21 and after. Just thought I'd clarify real quick. Back to the rest of your video.
He's also a main character, more or less. Him and Kanani fought in the war against Groa. Cessner's more arrogant. He's smart, but his arrogance kind of gets in the way of that.
He's cocky.
That too. And can also be pretty selfish.
Very selfish.
But at the end of the day, he's still trying to do what he thinks is right.
Every time he tries to, more things happen and more things are found out that just make him not want to be forgiven.
Yeah, the more you find out about him, the more you realize, man, this guy's a fucking terrible person.
Basically.
But that's more or less Cessner. He's a druid. And that's more or less what I got for you. He's between Kanani and Cessner. He's more or less the muscle. Kanani is the, I guess I can't really say brains.
Yeah. She has the battle IQ.
Cessner has the outside of battle IQ.
And then Kanani has the battle IQ.
Yeah.
She's smart in battle, she's dumb in normal IQ.
Yeah. And then with that being said, let's get to Ryker.
Ryker as in
Bam!
our new group, Ryker.
Yeah, new group Ryker. This is what it looks like. So Ryker, I'll get it. He used to be a god.
We'll get into that in the old group episode.
Yeah, that'll be explained in the next episode. He used to be a god. He got, in our terms, he got hella nerfed for sake of not making the game too easy. He's more or less their transportation. Him and his mom, which we'll get into in a separate episode. And he more or less defends the house / cave. He's there to lighten the mood most of the time, when everyone's down and dealing with a bunch of bullshit, or like just figuring out who did what. Ryker's always there to like lighten the mood. And it hasn't been said yet in the actual podcast itself, but Ryker also has a thing for Kanani, just like Cessner does. So that's going to be interesting when that eventually comes out.
Yeah, Kanani's kind of too stupid to realize it.
Yeah. I know. But more or less, Ryker, he's a fighter. He's a Dragonborn. Fun fact: Dragonborn and dragons are more or less extinct. We'll talk about that when we get to a separate character. But I think that's gonna about do it for this.
For our normal group that we always play.
Yeah, our current group.
There's more characters in our campaign, but we'll go over those in separate episodes or separate parts, which we will explain further. We're just trying to keep this in parts so we can at least get less characters that we need to think of things for in a single recording.
And so that way, in case XYZ character hasn't been shown in an episode yet, I can post that video and then worry about it later.
Basically.
Well, with that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Say goodbye, Jack.
Peace out, yo.